today's video a little bit different to how I normally do, and I just thought, oh, let me take this off. Oh my god. Basically, today I decided that I would film this video whilst I was getting ready, just because normally it just feels really awkward just sitting there and staring at the camera. So I thought this time it'd be a bit more chatty, and to be honest, it's how I would like to do this video because of the topic. So today I'm talking about Crohn's disease and mental health. So this isn't everyone's Crohn's disease and everyone's mental health, it's just my Crohn's and how it affects my mental health. So I want to make that clear, first of all, because everyone's Crohn's is different and everyone's mental health is different, so therefore the impacts are going to be different. I don't want anyone watching this and being like, oh no, it wasn't like that for me, or is it going to be like that for me, or all of the above. But yeah, this week was a good week for me to do this because this week I struggled a bit with my Crohn's and a lot with my mental health. So basically, when I have Crohn's flare-ups, I find it really difficult, mentally more so than physically. I'm quite strong physically, like I have a strong pain threshold. Sorry about all the noise, just getting all my makeup out. Let me do this. So yeah, I have quite a strong high pain threshold, so I can handle the pain quite well, to be honest, and the sickness, it bothers me and so does the diarrhea, but at the end of the day it's just something that I've become accustomed to and got used to. However, I found it really difficult mentally this week. Like, for instance, it started with having to call in sick to work, so that I really struggle with because I did mention this in one of my Instagram posts this week, but it's so hard to call in sick when you don't actually sound sick. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but I almost spider. There's spiders everywhere because I've had my window open all day. But yeah, I find it really difficult to call in sick to work when it feels like they don't believe you. Like, my work know that I've got a pre-existing condition, they're fully aware of it, which is great, and they've been really great and accommodating to it, to be honest, which is always a good thing. But I still feel, but yeah, they've been really accommodating to it, but I still feel like I should sound more real, and I can almost feel myself putting on that sick voice and you like want to cough, but it's like I don't have a cough, I have Crohn's disease. But to be honest, that bit's more of a mental barrier than anything, because I know that they know I'm ill, so I know that they won't really think much of it. But yeah, so after that, it's just sitting in bed, not being able to do anything, and I just hate not being able to do my normal routine. And that's another thing that I find really difficult. It's like I want to get up and move around and maybe go to the gym or just go to work. I hate that kind of like feeling sorry for yourself and then other people feeling sorry for you, like, oh, why aren't you at work? And I just hate the little pity party, and I think a lot of people can relate to that. Like, I don't want people to feel sorry for me, I just want them to understand what I'm going through. I really think that's the hardest thing. But having a chronic illness does have a massive impact on your mental health. I find that I beat myself up a lot for not being able to do certain things and for getting tired so easily. And people just say, oh, did you not have enough sleep, or have you not eaten well, have you not drank enough water? And it's trying to explain that it's just not about that. Like, I could drink all the water in the world and have all the sleep in the world, I'm still going to wake up tired, I'm still going to be tired throughout the day, and it's just, I really struggle with it mentally. You really do find yourself constantly beating yourself up, like, why am I so tired? Obviously I know why, it's just frustrating. And I think I spent so long being a lot braver because I didn't accept what I was going through, and now I'm accepting what I'm going through. It's harder, it is a lot harder when you finally start to come to terms with it. However, the people around you make such a massive difference. I mean, I've had some toxic friends and family members for that. Like, I don't think that just because someone's family doesn't mean they can't be toxic, and doesn't mean that you've got to keep them in your life, because that's really just not true. So the friends that I've got now and the support system I've got now is the best that I've had, basically. And it makes such a massive difference, because when I'm having down days, I need someone to help pick me back up, because as much as I try to be a positive person all of the time, it's not possible, which everyone knows. It's physically not possible to be positive all of the time. So you need someone to kind of just give you a kick in the arse and be like, stop feeling sorry for yourself. Like, things will get better, they always do, but you've got to make that happen. And fair enough, you might not be able to make it better there and then, but when you start to feel better, that's when you can start to proactively do things that will make you feel better. And it makes such a massive difference. For instance, today is the first day that I felt well enough to go to the gym, and had such a good workout, and now I just feel so much more mentally refreshed. I think that's another thing, is just finding things that help better your mental health. I found for me the biggest things are eating well. Going to the gym, physical activities make the biggest improvement to my mental health. It just makes me feel like a new life has been given to me, and it feels really good, it does. And I think a lot of people can relate to that. I know quite a few people that say going to the gym helps, and the going to the gym also helps with the tiredness. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but when I go to the gym, I have such a better night's sleep and wake up feeling like I've actually rested, rather than going just having like a normal sleep, and then sometimes I'll wake up and I feel like I haven't slept. But going to the gym, it just knocks you out, and it's really, really nice. So yeah, I would definitely recommend. And if you're not a physical person and that's not your thing, then that's fine too. Like, everyone's different. I would definitely say you need to find what's good for you. Having a hobby, obviously I've got my blog, so that helps really massively. Just being able to have an outlet where I can just talk to people, talk to myself, really. Sometimes it is just sitting there with yourself and being like, what's going on? Having some downtime, having some chill time. Just take away the pressure. Don't have too much pressure on yourself, because that's the biggest thing that people do. And it's the biggest thing that I do is when I'm feeling a bit crappy, it's like, oh my god, I feel like crap, I look like crap, I'm not doing anything. And it's like, there's no need to put so much pressure on yourself, because just because you feel like crap now, it doesn't mean you're going to feel like crap tomorrow, doesn't mean you're going to feel like crap in an hour. It's really just kind of pushing through, which I know is hard. Like, I really do know, because I struggle. I really do struggle. But like I said, surround yourself with people that help push you through the hard times, and it will make a massive difference. Crohn's disease has made me kind of discover myself a bit more, because of the mental impact it's had. I find that I stress over everything, which I've always done, but I've only just started to realise I'm a massive stress head, and I will literally stress over anything possible to stress about. And it's not good, it's not healthy mentally, and it's all about learning who you are and how you cope with certain situations. Coping mechanisms are the biggest thing, and I am still figuring that out, like, every day, still figuring out how to deal with stress, how to deal with tough times, because we all have tough times, and it's the reaction to the tough times that's the biggest thing. It's how you react to them that will have the biggest impact on you mentally and physically. I think mental health is becoming a lot more of a talkable subject. It used to be a bit of a taboo, whereas now I think people are finally realising that you can go to the gym every single day and you can eat avocado breakfast, lunch and dinner, and you can have a body like Tammy Hembrow, but if your mental health is not good, then it doesn't make a difference. If your mental health isn't strong, you won't enjoy like day-to-day life. And as much as you can have bad days, that's fine. It's just how you recover from those that has the biggest impact, really. I think, like, I'm such an emotional person. I am the most emotional person. Anyone that knows me knows that I am a bit of a wreck sometimes. I like a good cry. And it helps me so much to have a couple of days in the house feeling sorry for myself, crying, as long as I know that at the end of that, I'm going to go and do something productive and feel good about myself. You can't just keep doing that. You can't just keep having the bad days. You have to come back from it. And some people have more bad days than others. For instance, I might have 2 bad days and then have the rest of the week and be fine. Some people might have 2 months. Some people might have 2 years worth. However, it's just knowing that there is light at the end of the tunnel, and knowing that if you keep fighting through it, you will get there in the end. It's really difficult. It is. And I am so happy that more people are talking about mental health than they were before, because no one really used to talk about it, especially the older generations. I find that, like, my nan and people like that, they don't even think it's a big deal. Like, if you can't see that someone's physically suffering, then they're not, kind of thing. Like, unless your arm's falling off, there's nothing wrong with you. So it is good that more and more people are talking about it, and it's good that we're accepting that things will impact everybody differently. For instance, some people can go through a situation and come out fine, some people will come out not so fine, and some people will come out of it being an absolute mess, and that's completely fine. But yeah, so that's all I wanted to do today, was just have a little chat. I've still got a lot of getting ready to do, but I just wanted this one to be a bit more chatty and a bit more relaxed, and just make people realise that, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just knowing that there is always light at the end of the tunnel. When you go through tough times, there are always good times to come. Like, think about it like that. You would never know what something good felt like if you hadn't had something bad, and vice versa. It's all about getting through the downs to have the ups. Don't take them for granted. Don't take the ups for granted. And don't take the downs for granted either, because it's all just one big lesson. Every time I have a down day, I learn how to cope with it a little bit better. And that is the biggest thing for me, is just learning how to come out of it at the end. And it's so nice speaking to other people and figuring out how they deal with situations, because it is really interesting. Everyone deals with things differently, but you can learn things from other people. Don't think just because your mental illness is different or your physical illness is different that you're not experiencing extremely similar things. We are all human, and we all go through extremely similar situations and react in extremely similar ways. It's crazy. No matter how old or young you are, we're all built the same, and mentally we do react very similar. Very, very similar. So yeah, I don't know if this was a bit random or a bit too chatty, but this is just what I wanted to do today while I'm getting ready to go to a nice barbecue. I thought that it would be nice just to have a little chat and try something new. You can tell me if you don't like this, tell me, and I won't do it like this again. And if you do like this, tell me, and I will do it like this again. And we can give it a go and see what works well. And I am finally nearly ready. But yeah, enjoy your days, enjoy your lives. If you have any questions for me, feel free to leave them below, or you can message me. I have my socials below, so you can connect with me on different forms of social media. So you'll find that all below. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, like and comment. All feedback is good feedback for me, because I just like to know what you guys like to see, basically. So please share with me what you want to see more of, what you want to see less of. I'm loving all of the positivity that I get from you guys every time I post something. It makes me feel so warm inside. So yeah, until next time, see you later. Bye bye.